Hmm. Let me share a couple of tips with you, which you should do for the next 1 month or 2 months or 10 months to get a good job. The first thing is update your CV, because your CV may not have been updated for a long period of time, and make different versions of the same CV. By what I mean by that is you need to redesign the CV, one thing, and you may have one or two more than two skills. So you need to make different versions of the skills which are highlighting that particular skills or a set of skills, so that when you are applying for a job, then normally the job will require you to possess some skills, and they would say these are the main skills that we need. So you need to have a CV ready which is highlighting those skills. So highlighting means that you may need to put up a little bit of little bit of efforts on demonstrating those particular skills in your CV. So the design need to change based on the skills that you have. For example, you may want to showcase the analytical skills, so you may want to give examples in when you are describing the job. Okay, what kind of how you use those analytical skills at that particular job. If the requirement is to have a problem solving as a major skill, then you can, then in the description of the employers after the each job, you can say what kind of problem solving situations you handled in that particular job. So that is, I think, required, so that the when the recruiter is having a look at have a look at your CV, he can definitely clearly see that you have those skills, because you are demonstrating that with the experience, with the examples in the CV. So that is one thing. Don't use the same format everywhere for every job. I haven't searched for too many jobs, but when I was searching for a job, I did the same mistake. I make one CV and apply them everywhere, left, right, and center. Be it on the LinkedIn, be it on the online job portals or company job portals, I upload the same CV everywhere. That is not really a ideal thing. You need to have separate CVs for different type of jobs that you are looking for, different type of skills that you are looking for. Make the CV in Word format. Please don't convert it into a PDF, or don't make thing in Excel or any other format, because Word is easy to read by the automated softwares. Now most of the job recruiters, they use automated softwares to upload the CV and then extract the information out of it. So formatting of the CV is very important. Clearly identify what is the name, what is the email address, what is those, so that you can when the CV is uploaded, it's easy to, the information is going there correctly. And then use the keywords that your employer is looking for. If employer is looking for problem solving and creativity in the entire CV, you need to have those words used in examples when you are describing your role in each job. So that is one thing. Then second thing, once you review your skills, when you have updated your CV, you need to see what other skills do you think you can learn. There are a lot of soft skills, definitely, like management, analytical, problem solving, strategic thinking. uh, those skills are all round skills. They are needed at every level of job, mostly the management level of job, and are not very easy to acquire, not easy to demonstrate. So you need to work on those skills. As I said, there are free websites where you can learn those things, where there are some paid websites as well, where you can subscribe to those skills, like Udemy. On, if they are paid, there are some free courses as well. You can go to edx.org. There are edx.org is they are learning from, they are teaching from different world universities. You can head on to ellison.com. You can head on to there are other websites as well. You can search, and then you will be able to see the skills. The third tip I have for you is, don't apply the job which you are not entitled to. I mean, which you are not really which you know that you are not capable or you're not qualified to apply the job. Read the job description properly, and then if you think you are at least 80% fit, then only you apply. Not 100% fit, definitely not, but at least 80% fit. Because if you just apply the job for the sake of job, it's just a waste of time. It's waste of time for recruiter who is gonna see your CV and then reject it. It's a waste of time for you, and then your CV will be under the rejected list of the recruiters. That's not a very good thing to do, right? So you need to apply a job where you think yes, you possess those skills, at least a majority of those skills, and then you need to apply for those jobs. Don't apply without being qualified. Then fourth tip I have for you is, when you are applying the job, make sure you have a cover letter. Most of the time we don't have cover letter. We just get our CV and send it across. I have seen on LinkedIn, even the people don't even send CV when it's required. They just say, interested, please look at my profile, I want a job, I'm this. So that is not the right way of applying the job, especially on a professional platform like LinkedIn. You need to be able, when there is a job posting, if you possess the skills, show the skills in your comment box. And then if the job is requiring you to send a CV, please send a CV by email, and then you can say in the comment box, yes, I have applied for the job, I have sent you the CV already, these are my key skills. So the comment box will work as a cover letter for you. So when the recruiter is looking through the comment box, he knows, okay, this person seems to be promising. So cover letter is very important. Applying proper way is another important aspect. When the post requires you to send a CV to certain person, don't apply on the LinkedIn by just saying I'm interested. That's not the right way. So you need to respect how the recruiter is asking you to apply. Then fifth tips that I have for you is, try to market yourself. We are all in the marketing, right? We are all doing the branding. When you are posting on anything on LinkedIn, when you are commenting anything on LinkedIn, when you are either sharing your comments, sharing the content, that is going to work to be associated with you, with your personality, with your preferences, with inclinations. So try to market yourself by uh, posting comments on the social media. Instead of just sharing the comment, just comment very insightful. Try to create a personal brand for yourself. Don't blame your previous employers on social media, because that will not go a long way in your job search, because people are going to look at that. So that is definitely you should not be doing. You can follow influencers and comment on those influencers insightfully, not just for the sake of commenting, but for giving extra information or agreeing or giving your point of view. But try to disassociate yourself politically on any platform. Don't engage in political discussions and other things, because that's not really the right thing to do in current situations. So these are the few tips that I have. I will be posting these tips on the description, so that you can share these posts, and we're posting on my LinkedIn profile as well. You can go to my LinkedIn profile to see these tips in writing, and then you can share it around with your friends, and you can refer to them in the past. uh, at the end of that at the end now At the end, I would say thank you very much to Saurabh for arranging this session, and also thank you very much for all those who have attended the sessions and listened, given your time to this morning. We will be doing these sessions regularly, maybe once in a week or once in 2 weeks, so that we can stay updated. So you can subscribe to the channel and share with your friends, so that they can also learn it. If you have any other question, you can continue to post on the chat box. I will take time to respond to you